Hi everyone, welcome to our morning class. Today's class is designed for beginners, but everyone can enjoy this class and join us. As usually, have fun, don't take it too seriously, and work with gravity today. So just don't worry about how you look in your poses. Just see how it feels, how the earth is holding you, and how your body releases attention with the gravity taking you down to your mat rather than you trying to push yourself. You may need two yoga blocks, or if you don't have blocks, you can have nice big books or whatever is resembling the blocks. So enjoy your practice, keep a smile on your face, and don't take it too seriously. So we're going to start in child pose today. So putting your big toes together, your knees are as wide as your mat. Bring your sit bones over your heels. Just release your elbows onto the floor and slowly coming onto the earth with your forehead. Maybe closing your eyes here. And just see how it feels to be in a child pose. Paying attention to your out breath. So with each exhale, just feel how gravity takes your body closer to the mat. So you're relaxing the muscles, and the gravity works on your body, relaxing you further with each exhale. Just stay here, enjoying your own breathing, and enjoying the muscles being relaxed. Just see how it feels with each exhale coming a little bit closer and closer to the earth. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly start coming on our hands and knees. So when you're on your hands and knees, notice your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Just going to start waking up our spine with our usual cats and cows. So inhale, lifting your head and chest and tail up, relaxing your abdomen here. On exhale, tucking your belly in, looking at your navel, rounding your upper back. And again, slowly unraveling into a cow, inhaling, tail up, relaxing the belly, chest up, head up. On exhale, tucking the belly in, rounding your upper back, looking at your navel. Once more, inhaling, lifting your gaze up, lifting your tail, relaxing your belly. On an exhale, belly button to the spine, rounding your upper back, nice big cat. And inhale into neutral. Stretch your right leg behind you, flex your toes and flex your knees so your sole of your foot is pointing to the ceiling. And then bring that sole higher, lift your gaze like you're coming into small back bend. On exhale, rounding your upper back so you can touch your nose with your knee. And again, inhale, lifting your foot up, lifting your gaze. Exhale, knee to your nose. Again, inhale, lifting your foot high, lifting your gaze. Exhale, knee to your nose. And once more, inhale, lift that foot high. You can decide you stay here or lifting your left hand. See if you can reach behind you, finding the outer edge of your foot. Push the foot into hand, hand into foot, going to a bigger back bend. And exhale, releasing the foot down, releasing your hand down. We come into the second side, so you set yourself. Stretch your left leg behind you, flex the foot, flex the knee. So the sole of the foot pointing up. Push the foot up, gaze up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Again, inhale, lifting your foot, lifting your gaze. And again, exhale, knee to your nose. Then inhaling, lifting gaze, lifting foot up. Exhale, knee to your nose. And once more, inhale. And exhale, knee to your nose. Coming back to that static. So you decide you stay here, you can stretch your right hand in front of you. Bring it all the way back, catching the outer edge of your foot. Push the foot into hand, hand into foot. Coming into deeper back bend. Release your knee, release your hand. Separate your knees as wide as your mat. Big toes touching and coming back to child pose. Inhale here and exhale down. All the tension down to us. Now slide your hands towards your knees. Start unraveling your spine. Your sit bones up on your heels. If you find it's difficult to sit on your heels, you can always use the block between your feet to sit on your block, or even 2 blocks higher kind of level. If you're sitting on blocks, just stay here. If you don't use the blocks, put your hands behind you, your fingertips pointing to the back. Start lifting your chest, your gaze. Lift your chest high, going into back bend here. Chin to chest, come back to neutral. Slide your hands to the front. Start bringing your shoulders over your wrists, dropping your pelvis down. Bring your chest slightly up and releasing all the way down to the floor, your belly, chest and your face. Notice your hands on level of your upper chest and all your toenails are in contact with your mat. Inhale into cobra. Push those elbows close to your body. Exhale all the way down. Tuck your toes under. Press your sit bones over your heels. And push yourself into your first downward facing dog. Just keep it easy. Bend your knees. Press into the earth. Lift your tail higher. I'm just going to pedal our feet. One heel down, one up. Very gently. And find the stillness in your dog. See if you can drop those heels closer to the earth. And just feel the gravity holding you. So feel that contact with earth under your hands and your soles of your feet. Look between your hands. Gently walk all the way to the front of your mat. Keeping your knees bent, keeping your head down. Find your opposite elbows and we're going to sway from side to side. Just notice with each sway, you're coming closer to the earth. So you're not pushing it, it's the gravity works on your body. So you can feel your head becoming very heavy. And you're coming closer to the earth with each exhale. Release your arms, make them nice and heavy. And on your next inhale, pushing into the earth with both feet. Unraveling slowly, bone by bone. Coming into standing Tadasana. Bring your hands from both sides all the way up into prayer over your head. Draw that prayer down to your chest. And just close your eyes over your prayer. And while you're standing here, notice how the earth's holding you. So your feet have nice firm contact with your mat. All 4 corners of your feet in contact with earth. Just feel that nice, stable gravity holding you. Gently open your eyes. Micro bending your knees, pivoting from your hips. We're coming into forward fold. Release your head down. So if you can't reach the floor, you can use the blocks or your books. So hands should be on some surface, either blocks or on your mat. Hands onto your shins, halfway lift. Really elongate your spine here. Hands down, forward fold. And now from here, we're going to step with left foot to the back of the mat as far as you can. Release that knee onto the floor. Keep your toes tucked. Put your right hand onto your right knee. And now start releasing yourself into a twist. So you come into the twist to the right hand side. Breathe in here. Coming back, looking down. Lifting your left hand up. All the way up to the ceiling. And circling it all the way to the back of your mat. And then gently bring it back inside your front foot. Release your right hand onto the floor. Tuck your toes if you haven't done it yet. Bring your back knee off the floor. We're going to step into a high plank. Release your knees onto the floor here and tuck your toes. Keeping your elbows close to your body. Coming all the way down. Half chaturanga. Inhale into cobra. Keeping those shoulder blades sliding down your back. Exhale all the way down. Tuck your toes under. Press your sit bones over your heels. Push yourself into downward facing dog again. Again, press into the earth with both hands. Feel your arms nice and strong. Lift your tail higher by pressing belly button to the spine. See if you can release your heels down without losing that integrity of a downward facing dog. And from here, look between your hands, step or walk to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Bring your hands onto your shins, halfway lift. Hands onto the floor, forward fold. And now we're going to step to the back of the mat with right foot as far as you can. Release your knee onto the floor, keep your toes tucked. Put your left hand onto your left knee. Plant your right hand onto the floor. Again, if you can reach the floor, there's always a block to help you, to bring that floor closer to you. And now start twisting your belly, your chest to the left hand side. Opening your collarbones, looking slightly up. And now coming back, looking down, stretching your left hand in front of you. Start bringing it all the way up and to the back of your mat. And yielding down with your pelvis, bringing the right hand inside your front foot. Releasing your left hand onto the floor. Lift your back knee off the floor and step into a high plank. Release your knees onto the floor, untuck your toes. Slowly with control, coming all the way down, half chaturanga. Inhale into cobra of your choice. Exhale all the way down. And press yourself into a child pose. Inhale here, full exhale. Now sliding your hands towards your knees. Start lifting yourself into hero pose. Again, if you're sitting here on a block, stay here. Otherwise, walk your hands behind you. The fingertips pointing to the back. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. Lift your chest here, breathe deeply. Chin to chest. Slide your hands forward. Start coming onto your straight arms, dropping your pelvis down and releasing all the way down onto the floor. Again, inhaling into cobra. Exhaling all the way down. Tuck your toes under. Bring your sit bones over your heels. Press yourself into downward facing dog. Nice deep inhale here. Full exhale. And again, inhaling deeply here. Full exhale. Gently release your knees onto the floor. And step your left foot between your hands. You may need to help with your hand to push your foot right under your knee. So make sure you've got 90-degree angle in your knee. Tuck your back toes under for stability. Put your left hand onto your left knee. Stretch your right hand in front of you. Start lifting up your hand and your pelvis. Bring hand all the way to the back. And yielding down, coming into that twist, pushing yourself away from the front knee, twisting belly and chest to the left hand side. Now bring your left hand up. You can stay here, you can lift your right knee over the floor, open across your collarbones, breathe here. Nice deep inhale. On exhale, looking down, bring your knee down, bring your hand down, and step back on hands and knees. We're coming to the second side. So the right foot steps between your hands. Again, you may need to help with your hand to bring that foot under your knee. Put your right hand onto your knee. So bring your left hand all to the front. Lifting up with your hand, bring it all the way to the back, and yielding your pelvis down, hand comes inside the front foot, onto the floor or on your block. And then we're coming into the twist, lifting your hand up, tuck your toes under, bring your knee off the floor if you can, open across your chest, breathe here. Looking down, framing your front foot, release your knee, release your toes, and step in onto your all fours. Separate your knees as wide as your mat, big toes touching, coming back into child pose. Sliding your hands towards your knees, unraveling your spine bone by bone into your hero pose. You can stay here, hands onto your thighs, or walking your hands behind you. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. You may decide to stay here, or if you feel strong today, you can lift your pelvis on the floor, going into deeper back bend, maybe dropping your hand behind you. Lift your chest even higher. Chin to chest, slowly coming back into hero pose. Sliding your hands to the front, bring your pelvis towards the front of the mat, dropping it down, feel that gravity taking you down. Now bending your elbows and slowly coming down to the earth. Again, inhaling into cobra of your choice. Exhaling all the way down. Tuck your toes under. Press your sit bones over your heels. We're coming into downward facing dog. And again, bring your belly to the spine. Lift that sit bones higher. Press into the earth equally with hands and feet. And feel that nice, stable dog. Feel the earth holding you here. Look between your hands, step or walk to the front of your mat, into your forward fold. Hands onto your shins, halfway lift. Hands back onto the floor, forward fold. And then keep your knees soft, unraveling all the way up into standing. Tadasana. We're coming into standing poses. So let's start with our left foot to the shorter edge of your mat on the left hand side. Hands onto your hips and a nice big step with your right foot to the back of your mat. Now look at your left foot. Twist that foot so the toes point into the front of your mat. Just check your alignment so your front heel is on the same line as the back arch of your back foot. Now looking at your front foot, start bending your front knee, it goes outwards, it goes over your second toe, and just stop when your knee is over your ankle. You should see it on the side. Open your arms, soft gaze over your left hand. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Again, press down with both feet into the earth. Imagine you trying to stretch your mat long. So got nice connection with earth. Right hand onto your thigh and bend in the front knee. Bring your left hand up and over. Open to the left. Inhale here. On your next exhale, coming all the way up, both knees unbent. Start reaching towards the left with your left hand, pushing your pelvis to the back, and then releasing your left hand just below your knee. Bring your right hand all the way to the sky. Trikonasana, or triangle pose. Try to elongate both sides of your body equally. And from here, see if you can bring your right hand all the way to the back, and maybe you can hook it onto your left thigh. If you're not able to hook, just hold your t-shirt to open across your chest further. So keep opening, rotating your chest. Keep breathing. And then releasing that hand, bring it all the way up to the sky. This time, we're going to bring the hand all the way to the front of the mat. Stretch through your right hand side, breathing into your right lung. Bending that elbow. Put your hand just behind your head. Now open across your chest, pointing your elbow to the ceiling. Breathe here. On your next inhale, stretch that right arm long, bend in the front knee, coming back into warrior two. Hands onto your hips. Rotate your toes, so your toes are pointing outwards. Some of us may need blocks here. If you're using blocks, put them on just under your shoulders. So bending through your pelvis, find those blocks. So hands on blocks or hands on floor. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to be demonstrating those blocks. And then bending into your right knee. Don't go too far. So your body is still parallel to the floor. And coming back to the center. Now bend into your left knee. And coming back to the center, bending into your right knee. Inhale to the center and bend into your left knee. And once more, coming back to the center, bend into your right knee. Coming back to the center, bend into your left knee. And coming back once more to the center. Now rotate your toes inwards. Release your hands from blocks or from your floor. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Start coming into forward fold. Bring your face over your head. Drop your head. Release your neck. Release your upper back. Breathe here. Releasing your hands onto your blocks or onto the floor. Micro bending your knees. Come halfway. And just wait for the blood to come back to the center of your heart. The hands onto your hips, slowly unraveling all the way up. Bring your feet together, heels, toes, heels, toes. Just give your feet a shake. We're coming to the second side. So stand, lose your right foot to the back of your mat, parallel to the shorter edge of your mat. Nice big step with your left foot to the back of your mat. Now rotating your right toes. So they're pointing to the back of your mat. Just check your right heel on the same line as the arch of your back foot. And now bending your right knee, it goes over your second toe. And you're going to stop when your knee is over your ankle. Open up your arms and a soft gaze over your right hand. And again, press down with both feet. Feel that gravity holding you. And just grow away from the earth. So you've got nice long spine. You're growing away from your feet. Now placing your left hand onto your right thigh. Coming into the reverse warrior, but unbending your front knee at the same time. Stretch your right hand side, breathing here. Now coming back to the front, pushing your pelvis to the back, leaning towards the right hand side, releasing your right hand below your knee. Your left hand comes all the way up to the ceiling. Again, push the pelvis to the back. Elongate both sides of your body equally. Breathe here. And again, come in with left hand to the back. Maybe hold into your t-shirt to open your chest or bind into your right thigh. Open more across your collarbones. Breathe here. Releasing that hand all the way to the sky. Now bring that arm over your left ear. Breathing into your left hand side. Bending that elbow, hand comes to the back of your skull. Open more across your chest, pointing that elbow all the way to the sky. Breathe here. Stretch your arm again, nice and long to the sky. Bend the front knee. We're coming back into warrior two. Stretch your arms long. Hands onto your hips. Rotate your toes. Again, toes pointing outwards. I'm going to give you two options. Either you're going to do option one with blocks like we did before, hands on blocks, or hands in prayer in front of your chest. And bending into your right knee. Hands on blocks, hold in front of your chest. Coming back to the center, bending into your left knee. Coming back to the center, bend into your right knee. Body parallel to the floor, bend into your left knee. And again, coming back to the right knee. And back to the left knee. Coming back to the center, rotate your toes inwards like pigeon feet. Bring your hands behind your knees and bend. We're coming into forward fold. Bring that fist over your head. Breathe here. Again, release your body, so let the gravity to take your head down and your fist over your head. Release your hands, put them onto your mat, onto your blocks. Micro-bend your knees, come halfway. Just wait for the blood to come back to the center of your heart. Hands onto your hips, slowly unraveling into standing. Bring your feet together, heels, toes, heels, toes. Just give your legs a shake. Put those blocks somewhere in front of your mat if you probably will need them. Standing in front of your mat, feet together. Bring your hands all the way up, over your head into prayer. Draw the prayer down to your chest. Just stop here, closing your eyes. Just feel how the earth holding you. Gently open your eyes. Micro-bending your knees, pivoting from your hips, so you're coming into forward fold. Release your head down. And from here, we're going to step with our right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Release your knee onto the floor and tuck your toes. Bring your left hand onto your left knee. Stretch your right hand in front of you. And again, lifting it up with your pelvis in the same way. Pushing it all the way to the back of your mat. And yielding down, bring inside your front foot. Now tuck your toes under, lift your knee on the floor, start twisting to the left hand side. Stretching your left hand all the way to the sky. Looking down, releasing your knee onto the floor. Keep your toes tucked, put both hands onto your knee to come all the way up. Bring your right hand all the way to the sky. Bending that elbow, dropping your hand between your shoulder blades. With your left hand, so you can help your elbow to push it towards the ceiling. You may decide to stay here, or releasing your left hand behind your back. So if you can interlace your fingers. If you're not able to interlace fingers, just grab your t-shirt with both hands. Lift your chest, yield your pelvis down, and breathe here. Relax that gravity, let the gravity take the pelvis lower. Keep breathing. Release your hands, frame your front foot. Bring your knee off the floor and step into plank. Release your knees onto the floor and push yourself into child pose. Inhale here, full exhale. Now slide your hands towards your knees, coming into hero pose. So your choice, you may stay here. You can put your hands behind you, palms onto the floor, lift your chest up, lift your gaze. You may decide to stay here, or lifting your pelvis up, maybe dropping your head behind you. Breathe here. Releasing your sit bones down, chin to chest. Sliding your hands to the front, coming onto your straight arms, releasing your pelvis down. Bending your elbows, coming all the way down. And from here, push yourself on all fours. So hands and knees. This time is our left foot steps to the front. Put your left hand onto your left knee. Bring your right hand all the way to the front, up and to the back. And yielding it all the way down. Coming into a twist to the left hand side. Bring your hand up, tuck your toes, and come all the way into a twist. Releasing all the way down. Bring your knee in line with your right knee. Tuck your toes under. Bring your sit bones high, down facing dog. Nice deep inhale here. Full exhale. Look between your hands, step or walk to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Release your head down. Hands onto your shins, halfway lift. Really elongate your spine here. Exhale, hands down onto the floor. And from here, step back into your downward facing dog. One foot followed by the other. Nice deep inhale here. Full exhale. Bring your knees onto the floor. And from here, step your left foot between your hands. Right foot between your hands. Right hand onto your knee. Stretch your left hand all the way up. Coming up and all the way to the back with your hand. And then yielding down, hand comes inside your front foot. Start twisting yourself to the right. Tuck your toes under. Bring that knee off the floor. Stretch your right hand all the way up to the sky. Looking down, releasing your knee, keeping your toes tucked. Both hands onto your knee. Coming up into that low lunge. And lift your left hand up to the sky. Bend that elbow, drop the hand between your shoulder blades. So with your right hand, you can find that left elbow and help the elbow to point to the ceiling. You decide you may stay here. Releasing your right hand, putting it behind your back, either hold into your t-shirt or interlacing your fingers. Releasing the pelvis down and breathe here. Enjoying that gravity helping you to release your pelvis. Looking down, framing your front foot, lifting your back knee off the floor, step into downward facing dog. And just pedal your feet, releasing that tension of your pelvis. Look between your hands, step or walk to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Hands onto your shins, halfway lift. Hands down, forward fold. And then bending your knees, we're going all the way down onto our mat. And sitting on the mat, legs wide apart. So I'm going to give you two options. So bending your right knee, bring your foot inside your groin, or bending that knee, bring your foot behind you. So just roughly 90 degree angle between your legs. So it's your choice how you want to bend that knee depending on your knee and what you're working at. So now twisting your chest so your heart is shining over your left knee. Hands on both sides of your long leg. Sit nice and tall. And start walking those hands towards your foot. Try not to hook your hands onto foot or onto shins. Just release your hands down onto the floor. Elongate your spine and see how far the gravity can take you. So you're going to just work in here on elongating your left leg and your spine. And keeping your hands onto the floor. Gently coming closer to the leg. So with each inhale, you're going to elongate. With each exhale, you're going to release lower. On your next inhale, gently walking your hands towards the center. Now, both hands on the side of the bent knee. Twist the bent knee side. Left hand holds to your right thigh. Bring your right hand up. And now see if you can lay a little bit, come a little bit closer to your longer leg. So your left hand side laying down onto your leg. Come a little bit closer and closer. Just stay where you are or go a little bit further. Maybe hooking your right hand onto your left foot. And you're just trying to look at the ceiling, so rotating your chest. Breathe in here. On Your next inhale, slowly unraveling. Releasing your leg. You're giving your legs a shake. Now again, either you're bending your foot towards your groin, or you can bend the foot behind you. So again, 90 degrees between your legs. Flex the right foot. Rotating your chest towards your right leg. Sit nice and tall. Nice long leg in front of you. The kneecap is engaged. And now slowly coming down towards the leg. Again, inhale, nice long spine. You're not collapsing your chest, so keep the chest nice and open. Just walk your hands where you can walk. Gently bring your body towards your leg. Again, you're not hooking, you're not pushing yourself. You're just working with gravity here. So nice long leg, nice long body. Tuck in your chin, neck is long. And breathe. Inhaling deeply here. Full exhale. Feel how exhale takes you down to earth. On your next inhale, slowly walking your hands all the way to your pelvis. Now twisting your body so the heart is looking over your bent knee side. Your right hand hooks to your left thigh. Bring your left arm up. You decide you may stay here. We can start coming sideways to your long leg. Again, inhale, heel and gate, and may stay here or go a little bit lower. Hooking your hand to your foot and looking under your arm, so you're looking at the ceiling. Breathe in here. Inhaling deeply and a full exhale. And again, inhale and full exhale. And now slowly coming back all the way to the center line and bending your knee, shaking your legs. Now bending both knees, bring your pelvis closer to your feet, stretch your arms in front of you and start slowly unraveling bone by bone all the way up, down onto the earth. So I'm going to give you a couple of choices. If you've got blocks, you can use a block on medium settings. You're going to put that block underneath your sacrum, so it's a part of your spine between your bikini line and your tailbone. So you're going to be laying on the floor with knees bent. You're going to push that block underneath your pelvis by lifting your pelvis, finding it's nice and steady. Actually, putting it on all lower settings is going to be easier, as low as you can. Or you can move to the wall. We're going to lift one knee and another knee towards the chest, and then bend the legs, keeping the knee soft. So if you don't have a block, or you feel it's easier near the wall for you, just move to the wall and put your feet up onto the wall. So hands, palms facing down, close your eyes. And again, feel how it is to be here. Just feel your blood coming down from your legs, all the way to your heart. And just enjoy your breathing and try to relax further into this pose. Again, don't worry how you look like. Just enjoy it, closing your eyes and listening to your own breathing. And now slowly bending one knee to your chest, followed by the other. Releasing one foot onto the floor, followed by the other foot, lifting your pelvis and releasing that block. Bending both knees close to your chest. Just give yourself a nice big squeeze. Squeezing your knees closer to your chest. Release your feet onto the floor and slide your feet away from your sit bones. Bring your arms up and over and give yourself a nice big stretch. Bring both hands alongside your body. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. And move your arms away from your body so your body can breathe, slowly closing your eyes, relaxing further into gravity, relaxing your breathing, and staying here as long as you need to enjoy your Shavasana. Stay here for a good 5 minutes if you can, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.